All right, so I'm gonna walk you through what we did, some of the issues that we ran across, some of the things that I would do differently if I were to do it again. But there's a key emphasis on making this predator proof. I kind of went overboard. As you can see, there's the locking mechanisms here, there's locks all over, but it is all to keep the chickens safe. Starting on the outside, we use these landscape rocks, flagstone rocks, pretty heavy. I dug them flush with the grass just to make mowing easier. I still need to fix this one up, but this makes it so there is no way any fox or raccoon or any kind of predator is gonna dig under the coop. The other side, there's planters there, so they can't dig from the other side either. We used hardware cloth around the entire thing. I did not go under, again, because we have these stone, but the hardware cloth, 1/2 inch, I mean, that sucker is strong. So we have this window here, summertime, air ventilation. I put some smaller air vents along here. There's also some on the back end, so you kind of get like that draft all the way through. Now opening this bad boy, we got these two. We got this for the smart little raccoons. We got these on the bottom as well. This also makes it a little bit human proof, depending on who's trying to open it. And voila, it is very basic right now. We got the chickens roost. They usually hang out right over here, all 3 of them. This coop is big enough to support probably about, I would say, 8 or so, maybe even 10 chickens. But we do have 3. And if you look right there, that is our chicken door. And we will talk more about that in a moment, but we do have an automatic door. If you look on this side, we have this piece of plywood over here covering the nesting box. So right now the hens are about almost 3 months, so maybe in like another month and a half or so, we will open that up and they can have access to their nesting box. All right, now let me take you around to the nesting box. Let's take a quick look at that. So this one, I only have 1 lock for now because it's not being used, but we will have another lock here and another lock there with these guys on there to keep the raccoons out. But if you look, we got 3 nesting boxes. These can be removed once that plywood on the inside is out. So one of the things I would do differently next time, if there is a next time, is I kind of added this on after the fact to kind of make it a deep litter. But I didn't take that into account when I was building. Now this is easily removed, so when it's time to clean, I can just put my wheelbarrow here and just kind of put everything in there, sweep everything in. But I should have, next time I would make a little smaller door here. That way you can just kind of put it and then open it when needed. If you notice, the door was also almost flush. It was just 1.5 inches off the ground. I would have made that 4 inches high just so you don't have all this bedding just falling out. But things to learn, things to learn. All right, let's close this back up. Again, it's an entire routine just to kind of close it. All right, and just to kind of see how this window works, it's as simple as that. All right, so in the winter time, we'll probably keep it closed. There's still some airflow. You still have the other air vents, but it will hopefully keep most of the heat in. That's probably something that we're just gonna have to monitor as we are doing it. I'm also gonna get some kind of a hook and latch system to kind of just keep this up there instead of what I have right now. If you look over on this side, I did keep some of the run covered. And it was mostly just because I have their food and their water out there. I didn't want to keep it inside the coop. So even on rainy days, they could still come out, kind of forage a little bit, have access to their water, food. And then underneath, we got a little 1.5 foot area that they can kind of go in, and I'm sure find lots of bugs. equal kind of. Yep, see, it's human proof.
Yep. This is a two-handed operation.
As you can see, they are very friendly. And they do like to hang out under there. I am sure it is filled with spiders. Mike, maybe you can go all the way through. And our automatic door opener. So this guy opens around 7 a.m. every morning and closes. I set it to close. Right now, it's closing like around 9:45 p.m. So they're usually in around 8:45, maybe 9. But I have had no issues with the hens going inside on their own. When the hens first came out here, I left them in the coop without having any access to the outside for about 3 days. And that's really what kind of got them accustomed to it. I've heard that really helps, and it seems to have. It is a hot day. All right, one thing that I am gonna do, it's on my to-do list, is their water system. I mean, I have to go in there and change that water out every 2 days, maybe sometimes every day, depending on the weather. But I am gonna get this whole contraption done. So this will be filled with water. It'll go off into a system with one of those chicken watering systems, where they just kind of tap on it and some water comes out. Probably do same sort of thing with the food, and that way they can go longer periods without having to go in there and change the water or add some food. So I am going to add a swing in there. I heard they like swings, so we'll probably add this piece in there and just hook it on some rope, and see if they like that. We might also put like one little roosting bar, not too high because I do want to make sure they go in at night, but just something for them to get off the ground a little bit. Just some details on the trim. I splurged a little bit on the trim. I went PVC. It was a little bit of splurge and a little bit of laziness too, because I didn't feel like getting the wood trim and painting it. So it is PVC. Panels we did paint though, even though we bought it primed.
I hope you guys enjoyed the tour of the chicken coop. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and tune in for the next video to watch some chickens play tetherball with an entire cabbage. See you next time.